This video is about famous Hollywood celebrities and people who passed away in 1987 in the United States. Before we proceed, please subscribe to our channel to support us. Geraldine Page. She was born in November 1924 and she died in June 1987. Her age was 62 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was heart attack. Geraldine Page was an American actress with a career which spanned 4 decades across film, stage, and television. Page was the recipient of numerous accolades, including an Academy Award, a British Academy Film Award, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, and 2 Golden Globe Awards, as well as nomination for 4 Tony Awards. Rita Hayworth. She was born in October 1918 and she died in May 1987. Her age was 68 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was Alzheimer's disease. Rita Hayworth was a glamorous star of Hollywood's golden age, known for her roles in musicals and film noir. The press coined the term "the love goddess" to describe Hayworth, after she had become the most glamorous screen idol of the 1940s. Off-screen, she struggled with personal challenges and later brought awareness to Alzheimer's disease. Kaye. He was born in January 1911 and he died in March 1987. His age was 76 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. Kaye was a multi-talented performer known for his comic timing, musical skill, and humanitarian work. He starred in numerous musicals and comedies in the 1940s and 1950s. Off-screen, he was a UNICEF ambassador. His unique energy and style made him a beloved entertainer worldwide. Dean Paul Martin. He was born in November 1951 and he died in March 1987. His age was 35 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was plane crash. Dean Paul Martin, son of Dean Martin, was a singer, actor, and trained jet pilot. He was part of the pop group Dino, Desi, and Billy before acting in film and television. A member of the Air National Guard, he tragically died in a military jet crash. Joan Shley. She was born in March 1926 and she died in March 1987. Her age was 61 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was breast cancer. Joan Shley was a character actress known for playing Sweet Sue in Some Like It Hot. She frequently appeared in comedies and television series. Her tall stature and bold comedic delivery made her a memorable screen presence. Elizabeth Hartman. She was born in December 1943 and she died in June 1987. Her age was 43 at the time of her death, and she took her own life. Elizabeth Hartman earned an Oscar nomination for her debut role in A Patch of Blue. She was known for her emotional range and sensitivity. She was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress and a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress, and won the Golden Globe Award for New Star of the Year. Battling mental illness throughout her life, her career declined and she tragically died in 1987. Fred Astaire. He was born in May 1899 and he died in June 1987. His age was 88 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pneumonia. Fred Astaire was one of the most iconic dancers in film history. His elegant style revolutionized movie musicals and left an indelible mark on American entertainment. Astaire's partnership with Ginger Rogers is legendary. He remained active into old age and widely admired. Dick Shawn. He was born in December 1923 and he died in April 1987. His age was 63 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. Dick Shawn was a unique comedic actor known for his eccentric characters and satirical style. He famously played the hippie director in The Producers. Shawn was performing live when he suffered a fatal heart attack, with the audience initially believing it was part of the act. Jackie Gleason. He was born in February 1916 and he died in June 1987. His age was 71 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was colon and liver cancer. Jackie Gleason was a larger-than-life figure in comedy and television. He starred in The Honeymooners and had a successful variety show. Known for his brash, lovable persona, He also acted in dramatic roles like The Hustler. He influenced generations of comedians. Hermione Jingold. She was born in December 1897 and she died in May 1987. Her age was 89 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was heart failure. Hermione Jingold was a witty British-American actress known for her eccentric roles and sharp delivery. She appeared in films and on Broadway, often portraying older comedic characters. Her distinct voice and humor made her a scene stealer. Robert Preston. He was born in June 1918 and he died in March 1987. His age was 68 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was lung cancer. Robert Preston was a stage and screen actor, best remembered for his charismatic role as Professor Harold Hill in The Music Man. He reprised the role in both Broadway and film. His career spanned decades, including dramatic and musical performances. Alejandra Ray. He was born in February 1930 and he died in May 1987. His age was 57 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was lung cancer. Alejandra Ray was a popular television actor, best known for playing Carlos in The Flying Nun. He appeared in many American television shows and films, bringing charm and charisma to his roles. Ray was also a director and producer. Walter Abel. He was born in June 1898 and he died in March 1987. His age was 88 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was myocardial infarction. Walter Abel was a veteran character actor of stage and film. He worked with stars like Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire and was respected for his strong supporting roles. Abel was also active in theater and served in leadership roles in acting unions. Patrick Troughton. He was born in March 1920 and he died in March 1987. His age was 67 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. Patrick Troughton was an English actor, best known for playing the Second Doctor in Doctor Who. His portrayal shaped the character's longevity by showing the Doctor could regenerate. He worked in British film and television for decades. His performance style was both quirky and dramatic. Paul Butterfield. He was born in December 1942 and he died in May 1987. His age was 44 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was drug overdose. Paul Butterfield was a harmonica virtuoso who helped introduce electric blues to a wider audience in the 1960s. He played with legends like Muddy Waters and Bob Dylan. His band fused blues, rock, and jazz. Despite his talent, his life was marred by addiction. Bill Byrd. He was born in August 1904 and he died in March 1987. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pneumonia. Bill Byrd was a pioneering puppeteer whose marionettes were featured on Broadway, television, and films. He created puppets for The Sound of Music's famous Lonely Goatherd scenes. Byrd helped elevate puppetry as an art form in the United States. Hugh Brham. He was born in January 1910 and he died in April 1987. His age was 77 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. Hugh Brham was best known for playing Mr. Green Jeans on the children's television show Captain Kangaroo. He had a background in music and radio before transitioning to television. His calm demeanor and rapport with children made him beloved by generations. Will Samson. He was born in September 1933 and he died in June 1987. His age was 53 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from surgery. Will Samson was a Creek Nation actor and artist best remembered for his role as Chief Bromden. He brought dignity and visibility to Native American roles in films. Outside of acting, he was also a respected painter and rodeo performer. Charles Ludlam. He was born in April 1943 and he died in May 1987. His age was 44 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was AIDS-related illness. Charles Ludlam was an avant-garde theater artist who founded the Ridiculous Theatrical Company. He mixed camp, satire, and classic literature in his plays. Known for his flamboyant style and versatility, he helped shape modern LGBTQ theater before dying of AIDS in 1987. Buddy Rich. He was born in September 1917 and he died in April 1987. His age was 69 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. Buddy Rich was one of the greatest drummers in jazz history, known for his speed, power, and technique. He performed with big bands and led his own ensembles. His showmanship and talent influenced generations of drummers. He remained active until his death. Mike Von Erich. He was born in March 1964 and he died in April 1987. His age was 23 at the time of his death and he took his own life. Mike Von Erich was a member of the famous Von Erich wrestling family. He struggled with health issues and personal pressure from family legacy. His death was part of the tragic series of losses known as the Von Erich curse. His story remains poignant in wrestling history. Sammy Kay. He was born in March 1910 and he died in June 1987. His age was 77 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Sammy Kay was a popular big band leader, known for his catchphrase, "Swing and sway with Sammy Kay." He produced many hits during the swing era and was known for his smooth dance music. Kay remained a beloved figure in American music well into the 1950s and beyond. William J. Casey. He was born in March 1913 and he died in May 1987. His age was 74 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was brain tumor. William J. Casey was a CIA director under President Reagan and a key figure in Iran-Contra affair. A long-time intelligence strategist and Wall Street lawyer, he played a central role in Cold War espionage. His secretive leadership style drew both admiration and criticism. Richard Alman. He was born in March 1918 and he died in May 1987. His age was 69 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was motor neuron disease (ALS). Richard Alman was a renowned literary scholar and biographer, best known for his biography of James Joyce. He also wrote acclaimed works on Oscar Wilde and W.B. Yeats. Alman's scholarly rigor and narrative skill reshaped literary biography. Althia Flint. She was born in November 1953 and she died in June 1987. Her age was 33 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was drowning. Althia Flint was the wife of Larry Flint and co-owner of Hustler. She helped manage the adult magazine Empire and was an outspoken figure in First Amendment controversies. Her troubled personal life ended in a mysterious death at a young age. Baldo Bryant. He was born in February 1920 and he died in June 1987. His age was 67 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. Baldo Bryant was a half of the legendary songwriting duo with his wife, Phyllis. Together, they wrote hits for the Everly Brothers and many country pop stars. Their work shaped American popular music in the 1950s and 1960s. Michael Bennett. He was born in April 1943 and he died in July 1987. His age was 44 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was AIDS-related lymphoma. Michael Bennett was a visionary Broadway choreographer and director. He created groundbreaking musical A Chorus Line, which redefined theater in the 1970s. His talent and innovation left a lasting mark on musical theater. Maria von Trapp. She was born in January 1905 and she died in March 1987. Her age was 82 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was heart failure. Maria von Trapp was the matriarch of the Trapp family singers. whose story inspired the sound of music. She escaped Nazi-occupied Austria and toured the United States with her family. Her autobiography became a bestseller and cultural touchstone. Victor Damiko. He was born in May 1904 and he died in April 1987. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Victor Damiko was an influential figure in American arts education. He founded the Children's Art Carnival at the Museum of Modern Art. Damiko believed in creativity as an innate human quality and worked to make art education accessible to all children. Willie Smith. He was born in February 1948 and he died in April 1987. His age was 39 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pneumonia. Willie Smith was a groundbreaking black fashion designer who brought streetwear and high fashion together. He co-founded Willie Wear and was influential in the 1980s design. Smith died young during the AIDS crisis, and his legacy remains vital in discussions on diversity in fashion. Bill Amos. He was born in July 1898 and he died in April 1987. His age was 88 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Bill Amos was an American college football player and coach. He is considered to be one of the best college football players in Washington and Jefferson College history. Dick Hauser. He was born in May 1936 and he died in June 1987. His age was 51 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was brain cancer. Dick Hauser was a Major League Baseball player turned manager who led the Royals into the first World Series title. Known for his calm demeanor and tactical skill, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor in 1986 and passed away a year later. Phil Walpurgis. He was born in December 1915 and he died in May 1987. His age was 71 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was lung cancer. Phil Walpurgis coached the University of San Francisco to NCAA titles in the 1950s, including teams featuring Bill Russell. He was known for promoting racial integration in sports. Walpurgis later coached at Seattle University and left a strong legacy in college basketball. Joe Bennett. He was born in July 1900 and he died in July 1987. His age was 87 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. Joe Bennett was a Major League Baseball third baseman. Bennett played for Philadelphia Phillies in the 1923 season. Bennett played in one career game on July 5, 1923. He batted and threw right-handed. Bennett attended MU and NYU. John Perchi. He was born in July 1911 and he died in May 1987. His age was 75 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. John Perchi was a political cartoonist whose sharp illustrations appeared in newspapers for decades. His work earned multiple awards, and he served as president of the National Cartoonist Society. He captured political issues with wit and bold imagery. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and comment and like. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.